Hi YouTubers, just a quick update. I've started doing my doors. I've repaired, put a brand new piece in the bottom of that. Done the best I can. I've just got to do, because the panel didn't come all the way along here, I'm going to have to just cut that, put that piece in. Same again on this side. It's rotten across here, so that lip's going to have to be redone. But yeah, I've done this panel. It's welded in there. Just want to skim a filler on it, skim it down. Done this side as well. Welded that up. Where your door hinge goes through. Just got to repair all this here because all this is rotten. And then we just got to find out. I think it's rotten there as well. It's got a little hole there as well, so we're gonna have to cut that and redo that. I've got my new. There's my door skin. I'm just trying it in at the bottom. Make sure it's not warped or anything when I welded it, and it's quite good. It's the best I can do, so I'm happy with that. Like that, so we just got to repair all this and do the best we can do it, because I'm not paying £300 per door. But yeah, that's a brand new panel what I've put in. Looks quite neat, that does. Like I said, a bit of body filler over the weld thing so you can't see it, and it should look quite nice. Like I said, I'm going to bare metal all this and oxy primer it as well. But yeah, we're getting there now. We're starting work on it. Just got to do the topper here then and all this, but I'm just working from here. I'm just probably patch these two in now. I've got some spare metal. We'll patch these two in, weld these in. But yeah, the welds come out really well. I'll just show you. Yeah, it's all penetrated through on this side, so I've got a good penetration. Blew a hole through there because it's a bit thin, so I've piled it on. Yeah, but it's all penetrated, like I said, so it's alright. That should do the job. Like I say, it's all penetrated. I'm happy with that. Like I said, we've just got to do bare metal all this lip. That's gone way too thin there. We're just going to cut this off where it gets a good metal, and then we'll just weld it up then. And that needs straightening up there. I don't like that. It's absolute rubbish. These doors are. They're not the best. These panels here don't fit really well, but they do for, you know, it should last. Time I've done all this, like I said, bare metal this, getting oxy primer, the whole lot, even these seams oxy primered. And if we seam seal this weld up as well, seam seal all the welds, I think, to be honest, it'd be fine. Time you've put your sealant all on it as well, you won't be able to tell at all it's been done. When the new door skin goes on and you've bent it all right, you won't even tell you've done it. Time you've added a little bit of filler and smoothed it over. Yeah, so it's coming on now. Happy days. And then I've got to do this driver's door. This is going to be a challenge, because this is quite rotten and they've patched it up. They've just chucked in other metal, so I'm going to have to figure out what's what of this. And then all this is gone as well, where the hinge is. We're going to sort all that all out. But yeah, this one's going to be a bit more challenge, but we'll do it. Save £300 per door, so I could get 2 second-hand doors, but you don't know what you're buying, do you, at the end of the day? So, you know, if I get these done, at least I know, you know, the weld's penetrated. I'm happy with that. I'm happy how that's turned out, to be honest. And I've tried it on the door skin and it fits nice. So, like I say, I'm gonna completely rub this down. I'm gonna oxy primer that, and I'm gonna spray it all green as well. All of it, and inside the door's going to be done the same and going green as well. I know you're not going to see it, but it's more protection on it. Plus it's going to be all seam sealed, cavity all waxed at the bottom as well. Drain holes, I need to put them in, because this panel's got no drain holes for some strange reason. But yeah, I love doing that, but it matches. It probably wants pulling a little bit, but it matches quite well on the edge here. And this edge here as well. Oh, focus. Don't want to focus there, but yeah, it's all matching in. So I'm happy with that. so it hasn't warped or anything when I've welded it. I've welded it bit by bit. I've literally done like 3 spot welds, moved on, 3 spot welds, moved on, 3 spot welds, moved on, let it cool down, go again, 3 spot welds, and kept on and kept on. And you get less warpage then because you're cooling the panel down. But yeah, it all fits in the groove. It won't push in fully there yet because I've got to get all this done up here. We've got to figure all this out up here. So yeah, and then we've got to cut all this in and put that in and weld that in there. So we'll have to put some holes in there, some will spot weld it and we seam weld it and grind it all down so it's nice and neat. But yeah, it's looking better. Looking better than that rotten door I had. Look at that. Looks a lot better, that does. It'll be a brand new door then, really. Just got to keep at it, yeah, so just got to mend that as well. But we'll get it, we'll carry on with it, keep going and see how far we got to get, because we've got to get like all this repaired. We've got to find out where else, because like I say, got to do all up here, it's all rotten. It's just in a bad state. I don't know if this had another door skin before in its life, this door here. I know definite that driver's side has. But yeah, it looks better now that's in. Like I said, it was a new panel, stickers there, just got to get that off. Take the stickers off it. Don't want the stickers on, because I want, like I said, it's all going to be primed and everything. And then it's all going to be cavity. It's going to have sealant on that, sealant all around the welds. And then we're completely spray green in here. And then, like I said, I cavity wax the whole lot. Put the sealant all around there, put door skin on, and then we'll cavity wax it all inside through these gaps here, and we'll just absolutely fill it up all the way along, get a nice thick coating on it all. And then I'll have to get some up here as well, because when I weld it through, I'm not going to be able to get up here then, am I? So I'm going to have to literally, weld, we're going to have to leave that bit, tape it off while we spray all this, and then we'll just spray weld through primer on this. High zinc primer, we'll leave it, and then we'll weld all this up here then, and then when we've done that, I'm just going to have to poke up and try to see if I can just get this bit protected so it doesn't rot. So yeah, we're trying to do that as well, so we've just got to do a lot of cleaning. Now let's find out what else we got. Like I say, I've got to do them ends there, and then we'll start getting this cut and start figuring it out. But yeah, it fits pretty well in the door, if I can fit it. One-handed is a bit difficult. It still fits in the door. Like I say, when you lift it up, it's got a good gap here. Still, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Like I said, once we put the door skin on, we won't weld the top until we put the door on and get the gaps right. So if we have to shift it a bit, you know, to get the gaps right. But yeah, it's coming on. I just don't like how that's not straight there. Probably because I've kinked it up. Might have to redo that. Make it look a bit better, but it looks a little bit out there, a little bit out there. So we'll have to redo that. We'll cut it and redo it, but this panel I think is slightly bigger, because that one's got in perfect on that side, but this side hasn't. So yeah, we'll have to carry on with it and just tweak it, but it's doable. It's looking better now, that is. At least I've got a solid door, not a rotten one, because I've cut this one out. This is the rotten one, what I've cut out. It's just crap. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to cut it out, redo it. So that's that. That's the lip off it, what I cut off. So it's all out. Right, I'll carry on and I'll show you later on what else I've got to do. I'll put music on and just, there's my stereo up there. I'll just bang that on while I'm working away. I can listen to some music as well while I'm doing all this cleaning. Sorting out where all the rot and just making pieces up. I've got a sheet metal somewhere. I don't even know where that is now. The garage is getting a mess again. Not as messy as what it was, but it's getting a mess again. I'm a messy worker, I think. It's just because I want to just get on with it. There's my sheet metal. We'll just use that for the rest now. Happy days. I'm enjoying this now. I'm enjoying doing these doors, surprisingly. I thought I was dreading this job, and now I'm like loving it. It's because I'm getting that closer now to putting new door skins on it and it'll look mint. And then I've got to order, still haven't ordered my parts yet. I'll probably order them tonight for all this lot. Let's get it finished off. Get back to you in a bit. Oh, right, back again. I've welded all that in. I've done the corner. I've done this corner because it was rotten there. I've done this as well. That was all rotten to there. That's okay. So I think, turn it over. There we go. Done all across that. Right, you can see that's a new panel. Welded all across there. Welded them in. Welded that corner in. That's all been done. That's all been done. Just wants neatening up now. A lot more. That's been done. Just wants neatening up. I welded from that side, so it's all penetrated straight through. There we go. It's not the prettiest job, but you know. And I've done this corner as well, and I levelled it off because it was out wanted. So I've done that. I've cleaned up the best I can there, straightened that up. It was quite bad, that was. Done that side. Just got to clean this inside now and bare metal it all, same as the outside, and then, well, just clean it up and sort out the bit of bent metal there. Just give it a damn good cleaning, bare metal it all, inside and out, and then we'll oxy primer that, and then we'll rub all this down inside this, oxy primer that, and then we'll spray it all green like I said. But like I say, it doesn't fit this panel. It's not a genuine panel or anything. It's like a aftermarket panel. I don't even know what it says underneath. Can we get that other sticker off? Like an aftermarket panel this is, so it's not like a genuine panel, this isn't, so they're not the best. But I put it fit the best I could. So we just get it, there we go. Just make sure it's on, yep. Like this side here, once you clamp it all up, these holes don't even line up. There should be a hole there in the panel, it doesn't even line up. Look at that. So I'm going to have to probably drill another hole in that and elongate some of these holes that way. But yeah, that one fits alright. Them others don't. And it's flush on the end of this, so you know what I mean? It's not the best panel, to be honest, of fitting, but I'm trying to save a bit of money by doing my own doors. But yeah, they'll look alright, they'll be fine. I've drilled my holes for me wingbury. You should be fine, these should. It's just going to be a lot of work to make sure we don't have no creases or any dents in them or anything. But yeah, it's all done now. I'll see if I can get this fit a lot more better than what it is. I will really have a good go at it, because I'm not happy with that being out. But that one doesn't look too bad. That one's out of it, and then that hole's out, and yeah, they need like, you know, elongating a bit more this road, and I'll do that and then just put it together. It's the only way, innit? I've got that fitting nicely on this edge here. It's just needs all welding up, that does there. It's got some looks like something's been going on, so I'll try to weld all out there once I put the skin on eventually. But it looks really good. Like I say, let me just put you down, turn this over. I'll say it does look pretty good. It's all in. So what we'll do, once we've painted all this door, and it's all in green paint inside and underneath here, what we'll do then, we'll get this door skin, we'll seam seal, we'll put sealant all the way around that lip, And I will put this on and we'll bend this over then to this door skin. Bend it right over, and I might put just a couple of tacks on the bottom to hold it in place, because you've got a bit of wiggle room in this, I've noticed. So I'm gonna have to get it on the door, lined up, get the wiggle thing, sort it out, and then just give a couple of spot welds on it just for hold it. And then we can then pull this in here, this side, and we'll put some spot welds, and we seam weld it all the way around as well. And that, but that's all flush, that is, it won't go anywhere. I know that's right, all this is on flush, all this is flush, it's flushed there, and it doesn't seem like it's door skin. Right, you got to pull it in. So we'll just have to pull it in, simple as that, unless we'll try to bend this. I've tried it, but it doesn't work. And when I put it on the car, it looks right. So yeah, we'll have to have a go. Like I said, I'm just trying to save a bit of money. We'll try to bend it in a bit more, see if we can get it matched up to that, but I believe that's probably not read right, I don't know. But unless, like I said, how old these door things are, it's bent slightly, could be bent slightly, but I mean, oh, that doesn't even look, my bench is a flat bench. My bench is a flat bench, and even that's not, it's not right, that isn't. The aftermarket parts, I suppose they're not going to fit the best. It's thick metal, that is, it's really good quality. So I've got it in, but yeah, I'll have to try to bend this bit and see if I can get it fit, and I'll get back to you on that one. But yeah, it's all done, it's all looking good. There's no more rot in it, it's solid, that's how I want it. Like I said, we'll prep all this, get it all in the next primer, we'll seam seal all this as well. Oxy prime it, and then we'll seam seal all the welds, and then we get it all in green paint. So it's just, I know you're not going to see this, are you, at all, but it's just extra protection. So if I spray it all green all up here, and then if we spray, once that's on the door skin, and all that's been painted all inside, and it's all seam sealed, we'll spray Belled Amber wax, like I said, and just flood it all out all the way around, so we get a good coverage on it. But yeah, it's looking better, at least. No rot anymore. No rot on the ends, it's all gone now. I'm leaving that weld there because it's not going to get in the way, and it's strengthening it as well. I'm leaving these welds in here, I'm not grinding them down, I'm just going to seam seal them, like I said, and just leave them because it has more strength on it. But yeah, we'll try to bend this in. I don't know if it will work or not, because I noticed it is. But then I've checked the driver's door, and that's the same. On the driver's side, let's get that. I know it's rotten. This is the driver's one, but weighs even heavier because it's got a... See, so they are a bit, unless because someone's been messing around with this, that's warped as well, but I don't know. Unless my panel's not been made right. That, I don't know. I'll try to bend it in and see if I can get it fit a bit better. We can have a go, can't we, and then fit it on the car and have a look at it. But yeah, rock solid. It's took me what, about 4 hours to do that. Bit time consuming, but you know, it needs to be done. But now I'm at this stage, you know, we're just going to get this all sorted out, treated and everything, rust treated. We'll do the whole lot. And at least then when it goes back on the car, I know it's all been done. And all seam sealed and everything. This lip here doesn't seem very, on these panels, I bought this, seems very thin. Where the one I cut off was a bit longer. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, we'll have a look at the driver's one. See, I think this is a longer lip. I think it's probably the same. I don't know. Depends, because someone's been messing around with that, haven't they? So, got nothing to pair it to. But yeah, we'll try to bend it in and see if we can get that in a bit more. It's all rusty, that is. So, we're going to have to get wire brushes in. Wire brush it right down to what we can to, We bare metal what we can, and then loads of rust treatment on it. And just rust treat it, try to get right in there. That looks alright there. If we bend some of this back, it's a little bit bent there, I noticed. I want it right, so I'm going to get this all in rust treatment like I said, and prime it. Them holes there for the trim. Go on the other side. Across here. Like I say, all they're going to be painted all green, so they'll just look mint. So when I put the door card on, when you take it off, it's just all green, same colour as car. That's how I want it. I don't know what that hole is for there, I haven't got a clue. But yeah, we need to get all this rust off and rust treat it and sort that out. To be honest, it's a sad forget. I know why they've done that, because you can't get in and forget the bolt and the nut. That's why they've done that. But I'm going to try to straighten it up and make it look good. But yeah, it's quite a solid door frame, that is now. It was dead. It was quite wobbly before because it was all rotten out, but now it's all been done. I said all my welds penetrated, so I know it's strong. I'll do the job. Just hope they fit really nice when they're on, because I've got to admit, probably need to do a bit more grinding down on these. Might be another, yeah, it looks like another sheet of metal on that. So yeah, we need to get that sorted out. But yeah, I'm trying to get it done bit by bit. Like I said, I think tomorrow, well, tomorrow's Monday, it's Sunday today, so I think I'm going to start cutting this out here, start mending all this, but this is going to be a bit more challenging because it's quite rotten. This is, but you know, we'll mend it. This is quite a rotten one, this one is, but we'll mend it, same as that. If we get to that state, solid, I'll be happy at that. Yeah, much better. But a lot of time, like I said, it's about a good 4 hours work there to get that right and get it looking fresh. Get all solid metal in. It's just very time consuming, it is, I'm afraid, but I think I am motoring on with it now, because like I said, that's nearly done. Get that all repaired and done. Then we just bare metal them all, hang them up, epoxy prime them both at the same time, and these, get both of them in, get them all rubbed down, get the labels off them, get them all epoxy primer, let that go off for a few days, rub it all back down, green paint it all, the green paint, that, get all that on it, on all of them, and then let them go off for 4 days while I'm doing the welding on the car. They can be drying, and then we can then start thinking about getting the sealant on and getting them on and bending them around the lip and getting them re-welded up top in both corners, in that one and in there. And then I might have put a couple of spot welds at the bottom. I don't want to, but if I have to, I have to, and then I can just get my hand in and run a bead of sealant in the inside lip as well. And then once it's bent over that lip on this side, I think I might put another bead of sealant just around the lip to stop any moisture getting in that road as well. So it's got it both sides, and then we'll need to put some drain holes in it, because there's 0 in this one. We'll get some drain holes in it as well, and that should hopefully be a good door then. At least then they both can go back on then. I've just put my alloys in there so they don't get damaged. So yeah, we can put the door back on then. And we'll put the door on that side, line them up and say done with the doors finished. And then at least then we can concentrate on finishing off the welding. Yeah, we're getting there. I was dreading doing these doors, but now I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Enjoying it. So yeah, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Alright, just had another fiddle with it, and I've got the window in. It lines up on the holes now, so I'm just happy with that. I've clamped it at the bottom. Let me just undo it. It just needs pulling down a tad now, and it lines up a bit better now with the holes. So just a bit of pull down now, and it lines up a bit better. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave it at that, be honest. I'm going to have to mend this bit here, because I've noticed it only comes down to there. I'm not having little holes like that in it, so I'm going to have to just weld that up, grind it down. And then this is just going to be pulled down a bit. But be honest, I've looked at this, and this door, it bows like that. It bows in the middle. So when you pull it down, there we go. Oh, it's not much at all now. It all lines up nice. Just gonna have to nip that off a bit there. Then that round, I'm gonna have to weld that up a bit there. Sorry, where I've cut it, straighten it. I've cut it too much, so we're just gonna have to nip that, weld that up, weld it around there. That'd be good. Bring that down like that, weld that up. That'll be fine. It's not much now to bring it down, and be honest, when I've looked at like the very end, it's all lined up now. So for an aftermarket panel, it's not bad. Like I said, I've just clamped it there. I've tried it. The frame was slightly twisted, so I've bent it out a bit, but I'm not bending it anymore because I can't bend it anymore. I've tried, but yeah, that's a lot better now. That's fitted a lot better. Happy days. Just take its clamps off. Yeah, it's a lot better now, that is. Like I said, it fits a lot better around here. I've noticed it's not bad, that isn't. It still moves a little bit, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's not that bad now. Like I said, it's the best I can do with it. So I'm going to call that it for that, because I can't bend it back anymore. I've tried and I can't. That's the best I can get it on the fitment. So we're going to just rock with that one. I don't think it's going to make that much difference, to be honest. We're just going to rock with that. But that looks better. We'll just rock with that one. That will do now. And like I said, I'll just get the dry. I did put it on here. I'm going to get this ready now. And tomorrow we'll start working on that. But I won't film it because at the end of the day, it's the same as what I've done on that. It's the same as what I've done on that, so hopefully things will fit. Like, I've tried that, it does fit. It lines up, it goes in the hole, so I've got to hope that fits alright. But yeah, we're getting there. Very slow work, but we're getting there, I think. But yeah, never done door skin before, first time ever. And like I said, we'll get that done. But yeah, first time ever this is. But I think that's worked out pretty well. That I'm quite happy with that. Like I said, I won't find out in a few more. It's going to take another few more weeks until I get all that painted, this welded up, and get that welded, put back on the car, and hopefully try these windows in them, see if they fit all right. I think they will. And if not, make them fit. We're going to have to, aren't we? Because I ain't buying new doors, and I ain't buying any second-hand doors because they've been in the same state as these, knackered, with the car being so old. Let's have a look at that lip on that to the driver's one. It's just that much for to be done. Like I say, I think it's all looking. Yeah, it looks similar to that one. I think it's fine, be honest. Yeah, that one looks similar to that one because I admit they look the same. Because this was all rotten out. It was terrible. So I didn't have much go off. really. So I just made it best I could, made it work, but it works. I'm happy. Be honest with you, I'm going to pack up now because I think it's about 5 o'clock now and I'm had enough. I think I've done enough for that one. Like I said, we'll concentrate getting this done. We won't get this done in one thing because I'm working tomorrow, back at work. Right, I've just quickly propped the door on. I know I know the door gaps because it's not bolted on or nothing, it's just propped on at the moment, but yeah, it just looks a bit better. It looks fresher having a door on, doesn't it? And at least then I've got no rot in it. And at least it all looks fresh with the car. But yeah, we'll have to just see how it goes when we put it all on and have a look at the door gaps. But I said it wants lifting up because of this gap here, so it needs lifting. So we get that line in there. So yeah, we're going to have to work about with it. But like I said, it's only just propped on temporarily, so I can look at it, but it looks nice. But like I say, just looks, there's a lot of work being put into that, but should be alright when he's done. Let's just put that down. Like I said, just well protect it inside because I don't want this rotting again. But yeah, we're getting there. Just got to get the other door done to that stage and then we'll bang them all on then door skins once they're all painted. But looking good. Like I said, I don't know what's happened to this bit here, whites. I think it's them doors skins, I do. I really do, because I've put this on and I've checked it. It doesn't seem too bad on the car when it's on. Doesn't seem too bad when it's on the car, so I don't know what's happened with that. We need to get this door post sorted out as well so it looks flat with the door, but so I'm nobody expert. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best with it. At the end of the day, I should have really technically done the doors first, then put them on and got the door gaps perfect with them doors on. But you live and learn, don't you? Like I said, I'm not no expert, but I'm trying my best. But I think it looks alright, that does. At least I've got a solid, all this is solid now. Solid bottom, all solid all the way around. Because like I said, with this driver's door, with it being all rotten, when you open and close the door, this was all flexing, all this hinge was at the bottom. Like I say, look at the state of this. The lip on this. All rotten out and everything, and then you look at this one I've just done. It's all solid metal. Lovely. That's how I want it. That's how I want it. Like I said, if I've well protected it and rust treated it and everything, I'm hoping it won't rust again, but who knows. But I'm trying my best, like I said. I just don't want it rot again. Like I said, back in the day, they just rust because there's no rust treatment on them or nothing. It was just, they didn't bother, did they? Just bang them all together. Bang them all together and don't even bother with rust treatment, with putting wax oil on them and stuff. So I want to keep the car in mint condition. Just got to get these done. I think I might get my order put in, but we're doing these doors now. I won't get them done. They look better, I've got to admit. Solid door now. That has been hard work, but well worth it. Well worth it. But like I say, you just don't know who's faffed around with them before, do you? If they've done them right and you strip them all down and you look at them, you think, oh, it goes back this way, road, like all the metal, and it doesn't, you know. I'm just going off what I've seen and what I know, what I've looked at, but these here are terrible. I don't know how they welded these in, because we've got skins everywhere, so we're gonna have a good look at this. Like I said, I've got the new panel for that. I'll probably get that on my bench, get it ready for welding tomorrow. We can start on that. I've got my new panel here again, another one. They're not the best, but it does the job. Just suppose by looking at it, you can make one of them, can't you? But at the end of the day, it's just quick and easy. This weighs a ton compared to that, with this extra metal in it now. So yeah, we'll look at this tomorrow. We'll see if we can get all this, because they've spot welded the door lip where the door comes around. They spot welded it in, so we're gonna have to grind it all out and get rid of that. Then we're gonna have to figure out, I think, what they've gone on. Mine had a ridge on the passenger side. This has, it's all flat. So I think they've put this piece over the top and just welded it down and welded it and put body filler all on it. But that's not the way. You've got to cut out the metal. If it's rotten, cut it out. I'll have to have a look at that. I don't know what's going on there to crack in the metal. It looks like they've tried to braze it up and stuff, so I'll need to get all that out. We'll re-weld all that up, make that again. This has gone pitted, so we're going to have to probably do this. It's a lot more work, this one is, but yeah, with the hinge all been rotten out, we're going to have to repair all that. All that's gone in the bottom. All gone there. We're going to have to cut all this out and just redo it. Like I say, you just never know what people do. Like I said, this one wobbles as well, so same as that one. I think they've never not been pressed 100%, but I just don't know. You don't know if they warped slightly. That's been you don't know if that's been pressed 100%. Or this is out. The door. This door's out. What I've just done. Because at the end of the day, when you're welding, I have done the spot method and let it cool down, and then welded again, let it cool down, because you can warp the metal. And I've tried my best to not warp it, but it can still move metal, can, when you're doing it. So yeah, hopefully it hasn't. I'm hoping I can get it in okay, but yeah, at least one's done. Like I said, a bit more work to be done on that. Oh, let's put that down. A bit more work to be done on that, but we won't worry about that. We'll go worry about this one now. Get that to that standard, and then we can then start cleaning up then and working out. It just seems like that door card just seems like when it gets this ridge here, it's not bent in on this side I'm on about, where this ridge is, it's not bent the same as this ridge. But I don't know, I'll have to get the driver's one out and try fit that. We could do, couldn't we? If it goes on. I'll do that, and then I'll get back to you.